A few days ago, I traveled to India with my wife and the whole tickets costed me about $2,500. But it was completely free because of my credit card, and I also got upgraded to business seats and lounges. And you see, this is just one of the benefits of having right credit card. And moreover this, if you ever need a home loan or a car loan in future, then you must have a good credit history. And for that, let me tell you, as an international student, we initially have zero credit history. So we need to build that if we want to stay in United States. And without credit card, let me tell you, it's extremely hard. But then the questions are, which credit card to apply for? Because most credit cards require credit history or credit score, but initially we don't have any credit history. Also, which credit cards I personally use and love so much, where you get benefits like traveling in business for completely free. And most important, what are the risks and common mistakes that I have seen students make again and again that you need to avoid, otherwise you will lose hundreds of dollars every single year. But wait, what the heck is credit card and credit score? And why is it so important for international students to stay in United States? Don't worry, I don't want to make it boring, so I'll tell you in a very simple way. You see, credit score is basically a scoring system that tells lender that you are someone who we can rely on and give you loan. So all of that is just doing that we can take risk on based off your credit score. Now let me tell you, credit score is checked during an apartment hunting, job search, background verification, especially if you are in finance sector jobs. Also, you get low interest rate loans like car loan. For example, mine was 0.99 interest rate and my home loan is amazing. It's 2.75 interest, which is mind-blowing. But how do you build credit history when you don't have credit cards? It's a chicken and egg problem, right? And don't worry, I'm going to tell you what credit cards you need to apply. But first thing that you need to understand that you need to have something on your name as a utility. For example, electricity, water bill, internet bill, phone bill, something. And if you think about it, basically all of them are giving you as a credit. They are giving you electricity in the hope that you're going to make a payment on your bill. So when you make a payment on your bill, it shows that you are someone who people can rely on giving you something as a credit and you will pay it off. So that slowly increases your credit score. Now there's something called secure credit card. They're like a fake credit card, basically like a debit card. You set the limit which you have prepaid for it, but it acts like a credit card and reports it to the credit bureau. We have 3 credit bureaus in United States: Equifax, Experian and TransUnion. They are the one who monitors your credit history and score. Now that you understand the concept of building credit history and credit score, let's figure out what are the best credit cards and especially why. So I'm going to divide this into 3 main sectors. Most credit cards will require SSN, but there are few which does not. So first category is going to be the credit cards which does not require SSN. Alright, and this is especially for someone who just landed in United States and want to start building credit history. These are amazing for that. Number 1 is secure credit card from Capital One. It's also called Quick Silver Cash Reward. Then Adro also has something similar to that, which is a MasterCard. Now Bank of America also has a similar secured card. Again, all of this I'll put the link in the description. And finally, Discover also has something called Discover Secured Credit Card. And like I said earlier, that these cards are almost like a prepaid, meaning you already pay for the limit that you set, and then once you make transaction, these transactions get reported and it starts to build your credit history. Once you have credit history, then you should upgrade it to better ones. These are just very beginner friendly. Also, I want to thank Crobo Money for sponsoring this video because they have no transaction fees, they zero fees. Plus, they have the best conversion rate ever. I am not kidding. I've been in United States for more than 11 years. I've used Zoom, Wise, Remitly, Remit2Any, like any platform you can think of. I've tried multiple platforms and all of them have either 2 problems. Number 1, they have high transaction fees. So they'll be like $4 or $3 fees for each transaction you do, and or they will have lower conversion. So they may charge the fees by giving you less money. So if the $1 is costing like 85 rupees, they'll do $1 as like 83 rupees, and they're like, stealing that 2-3 rupees in the conversion, and that's how they make money. So I have been working with Crobo Money and their team and the founder and all of them. I love them. I highly recommend that you give it a shot, at least compare it by yourself, look at the experiences. And I have been personally using it for last 10 months or so, and they also give full refund guarantee if anything goes wrong. So again, check it out. Also, if you use Krobo Money and do your first transfer over $500 or total transfer over $500, you'll also get $25 Amazon gift card because you're part of my community. Link will be in the description. Please try and check it out, and don't waste the money in transaction fees or lower conversions. Assuming at this point you have built credit history and you have an SSN, so you upgrade yourself to somewhat better credit cards. Number one is Capital One's Saver Student Cash Card. I have so many of them. I have like 15 plus credit cards. All of them I've stopped using them because I wanted to make sure that I only use the ones that I most relevant, which I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. But I don't have the specific Capital One Saver Student Cash Card because I'm no longer student and that doesn't serve any more purpose to me, so I've stopped using that. Second one is Discover Student Cashback Card. That one I do have it because it was the first credit card that I had applied for, and you should absolutely get it. All of this will have 0 annual fees. And the next one is going to be Chase Freedom Rise Card. It is especially good for someone who's just starting out, who just got an SSN, a little bit of credit history. All of these three are really good, like a step above beginner friendly credit cards. Again, all of them have a cashback rewards. They don't have a lot of like travel rewards. I'll talk about that at the end of the video, which is why I love my special credit cards. Before I tell you my special and favorite cards that I use and the premium level of credit cards, here are some of the horrifying mistakes that students have made every single year that could damage you and put you in the danger. Let me explain. First mistake is spending outside payment capacity. You see, when you start using credit card, you don't have any more friction. Like, it's not a physical note or a bill that you have in your hand, because when you exchange that, you feel that money is going. But this has less emotion. It's much easier to tap or swipe. So you don't even realize that your balance is increasing if you don't pay attention every single month. Second biggest mistake is getting expensive annual fee based credit cards in the name of vanity or benefits, but you probably don't even use all the benefits. I'm going to talk about one of those examples at the end of the video. But above all, let me tell you, I'm not a big fan of debt. So be extremely disciplined. I have a meeting with myself every single month at the end of the month to review every single transaction and make sure that yes, this is the right purchase, this was not the right purchase, and fix it. But here's something that I've noticed: students get this 0% interest rate offer for first 15 months, meaning you can spend the money and you don't have to worry about interest rates. And you're like, oh, I got 15 months or I got 12 months and I only have to pay minimum fees. But that is the dangerous trap, because once you get used to that, you'll get another credit card, you get another credit card, you have like now 4 credit cards, swiped, and all of a sudden the total will be like more than $10,000+ in the credit card debt after 1 year. And then your interest rate will be 29% or so. And I'm not kidding, because I genuinely care for you. I've gotten students call who have told me that they have 15,000 credit card debt. And I've personally had friends and people who have done this and they did not realize that that was happening to you. So be careful. But I do love having credit card because I use it as a tool that gives me benefits. And that's why I'm going to tell you what are some of my favorite credit cards and the premium level credit cards once you have a good score above 750. Here we go. The first one is Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now this one does have an annual fee of $99, but it has very good benefits, and Chase points are really good because they have partners with lots of hotels and lots of airlines industry as well. So you can transfer the points to the airline industry and make benefits. Again, I'm going to talk more about it at the end of the video. Now, let me also tell you, Chase also have something called Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. I was eligible for it, but it has a fees of almost $800 and it's absolutely not worth it. Which brings me to the second favorite card, which was Amex Platinum card. I couldn't find it because I stopped using it, but it is one of the vanity metrics card that a lot of people flex, that I have Amex Platinum card. Again, I had it as well. It was $699 annual fees, at least at the time when I had it. I don't know if it's more today. And it does have benefits which will be more than $1,500 worth, and that's how they are marketing it to you. But I was not using those benefits. What do I mean by that? It will have $200 worth of things that to a restaurant, which I would never go to that restaurant because I don't like their food. It will have benefits of like $500 to some brand that I've never used it. It will have $15 every month for Ubers, but I never use Uber, so that money gets wasted. All in all, these benefits are helpful if you actually go through all the benefits and you feel like, yes, actually I'm gonna use all of it. Again, don't make that mistake that you see the benefits and I will start using it. No, if you are already using it and it helps you reimburse it, then only make that decision of going to Amex. I personally don't use it, but it is an amazing credit card and has lots and lots of benefits, lounges and perks that, pretty much be amazing. But my most favorite credit card, again, this is not paid. They are not paying me to say this. But by the way, if you're watching this, Capital One, please pay me. But it's VentureX card. It is not going to be easy to get this card. You do need a very high credit score, and it does have an annual fee as well. And it is absolutely worth it because these benefits, I've actually used it. I think the fees is gonna be around $400, but they give you $300 just in travel credit. So I recently visited North Carolina. The hotel stay, I paid it through travel credits. I totally used it. So now it's already worth it. You get reimbursement for TSA pre-check and lots of points on regular usage. I'm gonna put the screens over here, but you can also go and check it out on your own. But the biggest thing that you want to understand is a lot of these credit cards are going to have a promo offer, and that might mean like if you use $3,000 of usage in the first 3 months, we will give you 80,000 points or 120,000 points, and each point has a certain value to it. Typically 1,000 point is $1, but you can exponentially increase that value when you transfer those points from your credit card company to a travel portal of airline industry. For example, $120,000 might mean $1,200 if you just take a cashback, which is great. But the same when you transfer that 120,000 points into maybe British Airways, that might convert into 300,000 points or roughly 5,000 miles, which is typically a flight distance from India to US, and that means you can absolutely fly for free. Not just that, I also used a lot of car rentals. Hertz is the car rental company that I used, and guess what? Because you have this card, it immediately increases your status level to platinum or president or something like that. Because it is partnered with Hyatt and Hilton and Marriott, you also get a diamond level status in some of these companies. Again, you can also transfer your points to one of these hotels. Plus, that Capital One's travel portal is my favorite, and it has price match guarantee, meaning you already will see something much cheaper, but let's say if you see something expensive and you're like, oh, I found a better price, you can call them and they'll price match it to you. I know I'm fanboying this card, but it's by far my favorite card. But I do use the combination of Chase Sapphire Preferred and VentureX. You don't have to. VentureX is enough for everything. I might even go down to just VentureX, but I just want to let you know these are the 3 cards which are in the premium category, and I love it so much and why I love it. And by the way, now that you understand which credit cards to start with, you probably are in the personal finance space. I've actually made a video on how much money will you save or put it in taxes based on the certain level of salary that you are making, 6 figures. Here are the 2 videos. You should absolutely watch it so that you understand how much money will you save in and how much money will you spend in taxes and all of it. Watch this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling, keep hustling, you gotta hustle every single day.